stood by your side through all of the lies, watching you cry for me. Get on your knees, apologize please. No, why don't you die for me? Call me the king, really rough things. Give me that diamond ring. Get on your knees, apologize please. No, why don't you die for me? I can go, but it's your medication. Late at night, I can deal with everything. Every night, even like a echo. And that's a good thing. Right this time, right this time.
He is the hero. Yevney. Oh dear. Showing the back to Ambition. Oh no, he received a shot. Now he's a one shot. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yevney. Can he survive? It's a $1 million question now. Can he survive? He race. Oh my god. Oh no, he found a whoopsie. He found no. Oh no. Good evening, everyone. We are finally on the final Previous Skill Tournament, the 6th edition. It's going to be very exciting tonight, as we will probably see REK3M versus REK3M, both the first teams head to head in the round of 16, and this will pretty much decide the top 8 for tonight. And I would say, sit back and enjoy tonight's drama. Not just REK3M and REK3M fighting for the top 8, but also APA. And they have to do well tonight as well. They have to at least qualify to the next stage, which is quarterfinals. And if they don't, they have to bank on REK3M winning against REK3M in order to secure a top 8 spot. So this is going to be really exciting to watch, I must say. So I suppose everyone knows what Previous Skill Tournament is, so I'm not going to repeat too much. And just read these bullet points if you want a refresher. I'm not going to repeat point by point. If you want to take time to read that, stop the stream and catch me up later on. Same for this slide. We're currently on the second day, and all games are played in Supremacy mode as always. So there are 2 ways to win a game, which is either getting 1000 cap points or killing all 7 tanks. Tonight, the teams can earn as many as 2011 cups, so that will be very exciting indeed. And who will take home the 2011 cups, we'll find out soon. The Previous Skill Tournament is going to end tonight, and after that we will have approximately a week break, and we will start off with Professionals Tournament and Challenges Tournament from the 19th May to the 23rd of May. The format, contrary to what I said, is not a one stage double elimination. It's a 2-stage double elimination where there will be 2 groups of 4 teams fighting to be ranked 1st and 2nd in their respective groups, and then they will join once again to fight another round of double elimination stage. So there are 2 stages of double elimination during the Professionals Tournament and also Challenges Tournament. It's going to be very exciting. I must emphasize, and we will find out who will take home that the champion of the EU server in the spring season. There are 20 teams tonight, so we will begin with the round of 32, and those games will happen in around 12 minutes. It's going to be REK3M first team versus TRTNK, but you cannot underestimate TRTNK here. They at least won 1 game against Raid yesterday, so REK3M cannot underestimate TRTNK, and if they do, they will potentially lose their top 8 spot there. So they want to throw away such an opportunity to get more cups. I'm going to announce a lineup. We're going to begin with REK3M with Lightning McQueen as the captain of the team, Pigula, Eon, Fachetti, Crew, Bars, Diaf, Farida, Rongho, and Panzerkampf Vegan, which is a 100% win rate account. REK3M, a lot of them are from SOS actually. Compared to the team back in the Blitzberry Cup, it's quite a different team, but you're going to be seeing quite a lot of SOS people here, so expect them to perform really well tonight. They won against Raid yesterday, if I remember correctly. Once again, isn't it? Once again. So chances are against REK3M, they do not want to throw away an opportunity to get into the top 8, especially they were against the same team, REK3, yesterday, and they lost 1-2. I think the first time in this season where they lost to REK3, first team, so they don't want that to happen. On the other hand, we have the REK3's first team. We have Charlie Scene or Freddy as the captain of the team, and then we have Orange Tomato, Vicky, Diadi, Icky, No Penalife, Spitfire, not Spitfire. Spitfire is in Serenity. We also have Pencil Case, REK3, Riches, a 100% win rate count as once again, and then we have Forever Green. So I'm going to load the passage for you about REK3. I am able. So REK3, most of them are Czech, actually. They were once the YG clan, or I think a youngsters clan, if I remember the name correctly. Just need to find. So they played other numerous clans like Czech Predators, not Czech Republic, although they are from Czech Republic, and some of them are from Slovakia as well. And also they played under Written in Blood, W1B as well. The team decided to switch from PC to touch control, and that is when they started REK3 clan. They gathered more Czechoslovak players, and they eventually Slovakian players, and they eventually reached top 16 in the autumn season and winter season. They also reached the Challengers tournament. Their biggest achievement was top 12, the 12th place in the winter season Challengers, and also the Blitz Premier Cup, where they finished in the pre-qualification stage. The third team didn't qualify to the group stage, but it's still an achievement to behold. The players here are on average 19 to 20 years old. The main caller is the Y. Small Life, I believe, is Vicky here, so it's a different one. And main medium player is Spitty, and the latest newcomer is Pencil Case, and he forms part of the core team with Tomka and Orange Tomato as well. Before the start of the season, they used to train 3 days per week on average, and during the season it's only now 1 day per week because of the tight schedule. Their long-term goal is to reach top 8, and their expectations for this season is around top 10, and at least beating REK3M, so at least they are reaching their expectations, and not being worse than top 16 at the very least. Already they are safe in the top 16. It's all about getting in top 8 tonight. Hello Anya, or it's memories, if I remember rightly. Let's change. Okay, so this is the bracket tonight. We have Raid versus Vale. That bracket will be streamed by Mnet. And then we have A1M1 versus Sparta. That bracket will be streamed by Erigo Namestaken. Fujit will be following the second team of BPS. That team includes Rolling Swan, if I remember correctly, or if it's a different one. I can't recall. If Rolling is watching this stream, please correct me if I'm wrong about that. We also have Serenity fighting that team, so Fujit is going to get some goodies from that. The winner of that will face the second team of APA, where we hope they will show up tonight at least, because what happened yesterday was not something that a lot of viewers are happy about. Fujit was in particular was not very happy about what happened with that team handling technical victory. So let's hope it will not happen tonight. At least play a game. I think that is what we want to see. Well, I mean that at least this team, the second team of APA, showed up and play at least one match for when I was streaming them, so at least they can put up the team and fight. So hopefully that will happen to them. We also have REK3M vs TRTNK. That will be streamed by me. Do not underestimate TRTNK. I am unable to source their clan logo, so if someone from TRTNK can send me the clan logo, that would be really nice indeed. Winner of that will face first team of REK3M. This is the match where I think you need to tell all your friends to watch, because this is going to be very, very important. That would decide the top 8 basically for tonight, and after that, it's going to be some training. It's going to be pretty much preparation for the challenges and professionals tournament. So get a drink and enjoy my stream tonight. Table for you: only Endgame and Serenity are mathematically guaranteed top 8 spots. On the other hand, Raid, Smarter, Shadow, Kraken Esports, Quick, Cash, Zenith, Fuha, and DDBF are eliminated from the tournament. And IW and Veil still has a chance, but if any of the team in the round of 16 didn't go through, I mean, if all 3 of them, no, you can't have all 3 of them. If APA didn't go through, and if REK3M didn't go through, we have to see whether Veil is able to overtake APA and so on. So you never know. Veil has interesting bracket tonight, and so does IW. If Endgame were beaten tonight, this could be important, especially for Veil. And IW, they are in desperate need to secure top 8 spots, although the chances are pretty slim. But as they would think, any chance is a chance, so they do not want to throw away this opportunity tonight and maybe go all the way and win the finals. And we might see a surprising end. We would never know. Usually, the teams that are fighting for top 8 will perform the best. And before I forget, let me enter the group. So, we'll see tonight REK3M versus TRTNK. We start off with REK3M. I'm going for my rules. This is a relatively heavy map, so you'll be expecting quite a lot of heavily armored tanks, some hold down tanks in the middle because it has some terrain, some slopes that you could work with, and there is a fence, a low fence there near the cap, so you can actually work with that to hide your hull. And that is somewhat what REK3M is taking with Double Crown Wagon. That is really good for hull down, albeit not so good gun depression compared to T125. We also have double E100s by Charlie Seed and Spitte, double IS4 by No Pen No Life and Adi with Forever Green in the mouse. TRTNK is going for a relatively interesting strategy. I seldom see double wars 3s. It has become obsolete because you have the T125 with the armor and the consumables. 113 also has the problem with gun accuracy and also the traverse speed, but it has relatively good DPM. But T125 is not far behind actually. If I remember correctly, I have to probably double check whether it's right or not. But they will be taking double 113 by Halo and also Deep Impact with Ertiguru. If I butcher your name, please correct me about that, and please tell me the right pronunciation. That would be very nice indeed. You also have Poseidon in the T22. I'm not very familiar with Greek gods, so I probably would butcher all the names of the Greek gods. So, Poseidon, I think it is, if I follow the phonics. And then we have Simdi, is it? Yeah, Simdi in the T125 alongside Agadum and Burak. Once again, if I butcher your names from both teams, please tell me the right pronunciation. That would be interesting. That would be very good indeed. My rumors, I will be expecting REK3M to go mostly to AB. With this kind of lineup, you can't really work with C. theoretically. They don't even have a medium tank, so C is pretty much out of the question, and TRTNK potentially can work with Poseidon in that T22. That could be important in securing that C cap early on. But the lack of armor can be a problem for them. They are not taking any mouse or U100. They're only taking one IS-4. Yes, the T125 might have the reactive armor that could absorb some damage. But if you compare the armor profile to IS-4 or the U100, the mouse, T125 really falls short on that, especially when you're working with flat ground. So let's see how TRTNK is going to work with this, but this is going to be most likely TRTNK will be working with both B and C, not so many tanks on A, because they really cannot hold with these tanks. And I hope WoTB is going to increase the height that I can go up, because it's quite low. Can't really go past these low mine buildings. So let's see. REK3M and also TRTNK. I mean, Poseidon is going for C. This is what I'm expecting, and TRTNK is also what I'm expecting, going mostly to B and C and REK3M. With this kind of lineup, it's going to be very strange that they are going for C, and this is what they're going for. No Penal Life's going to get B at the start. He is in this obstacle. If we can head down to his perspective, the World 3s will have a very hard time in resetting B, and this means REK3M will get B relatively comfortably. Or at the same time, No Penal Life potentially will be a one tank down for him, because TRTNK will be looking for him closely. But REK3M is just going for an Iron Fist at this moment. They're trying to take out Deep Impact though, and that could be the problem with the World 3s trying to hold. They are not the tanks to hold, unfortunately. Halo is now very low. The World 3s are unable to soak up the damage, and they are pretty low, with Halo now one shot potentially. And Deep Impact is going to feel the impact from Pencil Case. But with Diardi coming in support, Halo is the first tank down, however. Diardi is coming to shut down Deep Impact. It's now 7 vs 5 already, and this is probably the wrong tank second for that purpose, I would say. TRTNK is now holding with triple T125 and IS-4 Tuguru, and REK3M, their push has so far been stopped. TRTNK, however, might be surrounded here. We are seeing some action happening from Poseidon against Vicky. This is not a situation that Poseidon wants to be in, because he is facing a heavy tank. He has TPM, but he can bounce shots. Whoa, great shot from Charlie. Seen shutting down Poseidon. Oh, great crossfire into Agadam. He's now dead, and that leaves only 3 tanks here alive for TRTNK, and REK3M is really dominant in this match. Burak is dropping the reactive armor, and so does Simdi. But would that be enough? Because 7 vs 3, what can you do in this situation for REK3M? He's trying to ram into Simdi, and Simdi is trying to reduce the change in momentum here. If you know physics, you know you want to minimize the impact, the impulse. That you could be done by reducing the velocity change. And this is why Simdi is moving backwards, so that it can absorb some of the potential force impact from the Russian mouse. And you know, mouse can inflict a lot of damage when you ram into a tank. And this is why that tank is moving backwards. And this is just a very convincing performance by REK3M indeed. 6 tanks doing more than 2k. TRTNK only with 1 tank doing more than 2k. They have to rethink whether taking the 1-3s is a good idea here, because it's not a tank to hold. Definitely not. No reactive armor. I think the hit points is not very high as well. Armor is also not that good. If you use heat, I think the frontal armor is kind of paper, especially for the heavy tanks. So let's see what TRTNK is going to do in this one. They're going to take Yaga rules. Interesting call. We will see if it works. But it packs a lot of alpha damage, so it can create a lot of fear factor right here. REK3M on the other hand, it's going to stick with the same strategy. I believe. So TRTNK is going to be the one that is different in this one. They're going to be taking. Well, no, actually, no Pen No Life and RDR double T125. I think one of them were in the IS4 before. I might be wrong. I think so. There was an IS4 in the last match because that tank went to B and capture, and it was there to capture it quickly. TRTNK is going to ditch the Yagarus. They're not going to try a very interesting strategy because that can potentially work. If REK3M is hesitant, that you can, surprise REK3M with TRTNK can go with R2 group in the mouse, Deep Impact in the E3, FSM in the IS4, Triple T125 by Halo, Agadem, and Barak with Poseidon back in the T22. At least they're going to be taking a mouse and an ice for this time. This is going to work a lot better than the double 1-3s when REK3M decides to push. But I think REK3M would not do the same stuff as last time because TRTNK basically changed their tanks. But I would say REK3M would still go for the same strategy and the same spot. Maybe they might not going to be at the start. But TRTNK. A lot of T125, so we're going to see quite a lot of crowding in B, and once again, Poseidon is going to get C. It's going to give TRTNK a cap lead potentially, but REK3M potentially get B as well. And if they could not get B, then I would say Poseidon will get C, and TRTNK would just need to defend, and REK3M would need to find a way to rotate. Oh, Diadi is just going. Oh, very special route. He's just going straight down this ramp here, and he's ignoring B entirely. He's not going for that. He took a hit though. This is not a good start. No Pen is going to go into this hold down position. No, he's going to join the RD here. REK3M so far is not going to take a cap at all. TRTNK in this situation, they just need to defend, secure the C base, and conserve their hit points. They do not want to drop unnecessary hit points, so if they could try and put shots in, but it's not necessary. REK3M, they are unable to get a base, so they are a little bit playing with fire, but you would never know. REK3M always seeing some action here. E100 and the mouse, Orange Tomato, Spitzy looking to shut down Deep Impact. I see he's in loads of trouble. Look at Spitzy trying to render Deep Impact useless by trying to block him, and he can't shoot anything because he has no turret. A great shot from Spitzy into Deep Impact. Great HE shell from Orange Tomato into Deep Impact. Here's a goner, and he's going to do 0 damage potential. I don't know if he has done any damage, but then it's very, very low indeed. Great job to REK3M here. Great interplay with those two tanks. TRTNK on the other hand has made this move on the other side. REK3M is trying to capture C. Pencil Case is now one shot. He can kill Poseidon. He kills off Poseidon. This is really good stuff there. Vicky is on the drum reload, clip reload, puts a bouncer onto Agadem. Not the best, but Pencil Case will needs to look at Halo here. Will Halo finish Pencil Case off? Oh, what is that shot from Pencil Case? Halo, you cannot pull up the shell. Oh, but it's going to be Vicky killing off Halo. Great shot there. On the other hand, it leaves only the mouse on the A side and Agadem. On the other side, 3 versus 1. Agadem kills off Vicky, but this is not going to be enough to secure a victory for TRTNK. And Nopad is just dropping down. 621 dumpster. Got dumped. He dumped himself into the unknown, and I think the medical team would not be happy about that. Orange Tomato is looking to shut down Tuguru, and he is now gone. Once again, another convincing match by REK3M, and TRTNK this time probably got severed by REK3M, and they were very disconnected with T110 E3. Shouldn't be the tank in that position in any situation. Should have stayed back. I think that tank was supposed to reset 8, but I don't know why it went forward, and actually REK3M great coordination with that mouse, and I think it's Spitty and Orange Tomato. And look at how Spitty nudges Deep Impact, so that Deep Impact cannot do any impact into REK3. Great job to REK3 and TRTNK are through. No, REK3 is through, sorry. TRTNK are out for tonight, but at least they got into the final stage for the first time this season, so that's commendable. So hopefully they will take home with experience they got in this tournament, and hopefully they will improve a lot more in the next season. So REK3, no surprises there, and they are going to be facing REK3M, first team in the round of 16. Okay. Alright, so let's see the results for all the round of 32 games. We're going to begin with Raid versus Vale. Okay, Raid versus Vale, and they are still playing. Next, we have A1M1 against Sparta. A1M1 needed the win here, but if they don't win this one, APA APA will not overtake them. Anyhow, you already saw it from that table. So they have beaten Sparta 2-0, and they are going to be facing REK3M second team in the next one. So well done to A1M1. Next, we have the second team of BPS versus Serenity. And it's going to be Serenity beating that team 2-0, and they will be facing the second team of APA. Meanwhile, Raid will still be fighting against Vale, and not much to say about this one, and we'll be joined very soon. REK3M versus REK3. So far, it looks promising for REK3 and REK3M. I don't know. They should be warming up should be warming up now. So hopefully they will be fresh, while REK3 can make use of the free time they have to keep on warming up as well. But Raid versus Vale, it seems to head into a tiebreaker. They're still playing, so anything can change. Before I continue, I'm just going to change the overlays for the other scene. And otherwise, I will play rating battles, if you don't mind. I don't think there is a lot to analyze in the last two games, to be honest with you. And it will be the REK3M's first team against REK3's first team here. Okay, so let's update the table. It will look like as follows. REK3 are through, Serenity are through, A1M1 is through as well. So that table would look like here. Would look like as follows. We have A1M1 with 33,200 cups, REK3M 32,752 cups, REK3 32,914 cups. And Vale, we will see if they're going to get more cups tonight. So far they're on 31,261 cups. Raid already eliminated, and they will be getting 30,440 cups at the moment, at the time of speaking. Quick as they were in tonight's tournament, bracket, they are through to the top 16, knocking out Cash. They have 28,378 cups. That will also knock Zenith out of top 16 as well. Okay. Cash is not in tonight's bracket, so they would not be in the top 16. And Kraken Esports are through, obviously, and Quick are through, obviously, but there are some controversies around Quick as well. But let's hope this is not going to materialize, and let's not worry about that for now, and we will play some games in meetings, because I got missions to do, so why not? I forgot to change another thing in the of the overlay. So my apologies once again. I will be back very soon. I got birthday on T22, so let's play that tank once. And if I think I got other birthdays on other tier 10 tanks, so we're going to play them one by one probably. And drop my boosters. Basically, REK3 is now in the top 8, 7th place, REK3M 9th place. If REK3M wins against REK3, they will be in the top 8. APA, they need to play well tonight because they could potentially lose the top 8 position if they lose in the round of 16. First and second team, I must say, they have to be careful about that. I'm going to spot tanks up. But that F405 is so quick. He's going to take my spot, which I'm not going to be happy about, but that's a good spot for him, actually, so yeah, hopefully both of us can put a shot in, and then I'll pull back and let him do the job. And you do not want to stay in that bush for way too long. 5. Oh yikes, he's now one shot. I think there are 6 tanks on my other side, so I'm going to actually, you know. What? It's not my problem. Well, you just got hit by literally everyone. Yeah. I have no use to support you there. Oh god. Let's go and pull back. This can go really bad. Oof. Oof. I mean, I took a lot of it equally, so that's not not the best. But I need to go out. Let's play it out again then. Ah, IS7. Do I have more tier 10 tanks that that is having a birthday? So I'm gonna play this then. Right. Oh no. WoTB is going to get me hard. Well, that was a bad. IS8. You just gone way too aggressively. Did that not hit? Oh, is that a bounce? How did that happen? just only one TD, so wow. So like everyone is there now. That's just not good. Missed that. Oh, he wants to move back then. Yeah, in a bit trouble. Actually, no, I think. Oh, that enough points. Yeah, in a bit of a bad situation. Ah, nice. Car Panzer. Good to see you here. And that would ease a lot of pressure for me. Oh. Do I have enough suppression? No. Oh, we are losing everyone here. Well, that is not good. Come on. Yeah, the light's like so far behind. No. That's not working. Well, actually, let's check the results for Raid versus Vale. Raid are through 2-1. So whether to Raid and will they actually get a lot of cups tonight? We'll see. But at least they're now going to get 30,546 cups, meaning Vale will be eliminated from the top 8. Well, where is that team? The turn's just going straight past. Oh, level 1, hello. I see you. Come on. Ah! Oh god. Well, we're outnumbered, unfortunately. Ah, and an ammo rack, obviously. So surely this is what? It better be quick on this side, though. At least the gorilla is going to go down at any time. But look at our team on the other side. We are really struggling, and that force dying is not happening in any situation. T2 with off 4-2 is going to go down quickly as well. Well, so at least we are not having a good outing in the rating matches tonight. How many minutes do we still have? 7 minutes, so I'm going to actually keep on seeing how this team is doing, and we're going to hop into the room after this one. I think the room should be up by then, so we don't see... Oh, come on, how did you miss that? That one's gonna kill him. Kill them. Oh! You're lucky. That was a good kill there. Gotta get out. Yes. 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 Ah, should have used HE. That would have done a lot of damage. Come on. The ram. Thank God for that enemy who decided to track that IS-7. Could have been way worse. Ah, that wasn't a good shot there. But you're in a BK, I can forgive you. My rating is dropping. Tremendously. No. Right, so we still have 1 more minute to go, so any moment we will find a room and we will be watching REK3M versus REK3TI. It's going to be extremely exciting to watch, I can safely say. Because both of them are looking to finish in the top 8. APA first team will be up against Raid. This is a hard one because Raid beat APA 2-0 before. So equally, APA would be wary of that. I think they would. No, this is not going to be a easy one. On the other hand, we have another Raid, another APA, fighting against Serenity. Once again, Serenity is a very strong clan. They cannot afford to throw away by a technical victory. In fact, they should not have done that yesterday, because yesterday that first team also went out and finished 4th place. So they want to show up, and it would be very foolish if they don't do so. So here we go. Port Bay is a map that is very dependent on where you go. If you go to the northeastern side, as I always say, loads of terrain. You might want to take home down tanks like T-1085 Krabwagen and some mediums at least, taking home the corner. Sometimes people will take 2 tanks or 1. Depending on their side. South side you can usually take 1. I think it's fine because that corner isn't that corner is more advantageous when you're spawning from the south side. For the north side, if you want to cross into the corner, into that very extreme northeastern corner, you might risk yourself getting shot from the crossfire on the south side. If you cross from the south side into that northeastern corner, chances are you don't have a big chance getting shot while crossing. So south side, if REK3TI is going to take that strategy on to the northeastern corner, they might only want to take 1 medium tank there, and maybe the other one going to spot other tanks up. On the other hand, REK3M, on the other hand, if you want to go from A and B, this is also a common strategy for teams. They would be looking to get cap pressure and cap lead there. B cap would be very hard to get, but if everyone on the other team is going to C side exclusively, B cap is usually not that usually a free cap for you, and you can get it very quickly. Rotating from C to A and B can be a little bit difficult because it's quite an open area. Those guns will be there to shut you down. So you have to coordinate it really well. You cannot hesitate at all. On the other hand, if you want to rotate from A and B over to C, it's actually not that hard. Because by the time you get spotted, you're probably in a close position because of the terrain. So I'm expecting if you're going for A and B, you really want to get caps. However, REK3TI can also reset you on A. It's also an open cap as well. So this is probably the other map other than Camp Steer that both teams can potentially use up all 7 minutes by preventing the other team from capping a base. And even if the other team got a base, it could happen at a really late time, so that the cap is going to take very, very slowly into the 1,000 point territory mark. So this is also another map where it can get really, really down. So if you're watching this stream, be prepared that you will be bored by both teams playing on Port Bay. I won't rule out this possibility. So looking at the lineup here, both teams, there is a good balance of held down tanks and some heavily armored tanks. So I expect action to happen around the northeastern corner with some attention over to the B cap as well. This is why REK3 is going to get Forever Green and the Mouse, and REK3M with double ice 4 by Pigula and Patron Crew. On the other hand, REK3M is going with no mediums or lights. In this map, that might not be a good idea because it's perceptionally a big map. You have pretty much the northwestern, northeastern, and southeastern corner pretty much occupying close to the pretty much not a lot of out of bounds area there, beyond the red line. With the exception of the port area there will be some out of bounds area there, but in general, this map maximize the kind of the size they can take, and you might want a medium or light to get the spots up and information up and some flanking action if you want to flank from A to A or B, and also flanking from both sides would be very, very helpful with a medium tag, and that means REK3 with a T22 no pen can make a big difference here, right? So we will see. Hello Helena, how are you doing? So here we go, Lightning McQueen in the FV215B. We also have double T125 by Machbars and Projecti. Double ice, what we said it already. Double Kramwagen by Eon and Ron Ho with REK3. Double Kramwagen by DRD and Pencil Case Mouse by Forever Green. No pen in the T22. Mach Spitty in the triple T125 alongside Charlie Scene and Vicky. Let's hit up high and let's see what REK3M is going to be doing. They're actually not going for C. They will have double T125, the FV215B going for A actually. 215B is going to the coast stack, so if REK3 decides to rush A, that 215B is going to buy a lot of time. Meanwhile, REK3 is spraying out quite a lot actually, and that could be a problem because REK3M is a lot more consolidated. If Miss Spitzy got spotted, I get rushed by these Crown Vaga. They're actually doing a boost strat with Eon going up with what would happen though? Because Pigula is getting shot by no pen, and Eon is unable to make use of that plateau. Forever Green bounces onto Eon. Pigula's taking a hit there. REK3M's boost strategy doesn't seem to work. However, they got shut down pretty early. They already lost some hit points. They, however, got caps with A, getting captured by Machbats. That's going to be important. Lightning McQueen is getting out of the cold stats, trying to land a shot into Forever Green, but unable to do so because he's moving. So, this is going to become a cell game pretty soon, unless REK3 is going to decide to make a push very, very quickly. But even though REK3M took a hit or two, it's not that much of a difference, to be honest with you. Despite REK3 now almost 1,000 hit points of advantage, they probably know that. They would be happy about that, but REK3M would need to find tanks to punish. At the moment, REK3 is in very defensive positions. They aren't able. REK3M is not able to punish REK3 at all. But it's actually REK3 that needs to make a move. They do not have the cap points, but the cap point deficit is very, very close. Within 5 points. One kill can swing it to REK3's favor, and a brief cap stop on A would also do the job. So this is going to depend on which method that REK3 is going to use. C, however, if REK3 decides to push on A, then REK3M might want to take C at the same time as well. But that could also give a signal to REK3 to push through A. Because once again, you know that REK3M doesn't have a medium tank. So if the tank decides to capture C, it's going to take a long time for REK3 to make a rotation on the outside. Let's look at REK3 with those T110E5s and Crown Wagon dropping the speed boost here. We are seeing a big push coming in with Lightning McQueen retreating back to the coast flags. C is going to be captured by REK3M, but this would only elicit a response to REK3 to quickly take out the tanks here. But will they keep on pushing here? Because now C is getting captured potentially. Patron Crew is getting reset by Spitty. Great job by Spitty here, but would that be enough for the RD trying to get A, but it's not going to help. Because REK3M puts all of their tanks into A. Vicky's trying to brawl Lightning McQueen though. He's in trouble, Vicky's in trouble, but Lightning McQueen's also in trouble. There's still really close to call, but REK3 is trying to get B as well. C is going to be abandoned by REK3M, but that will mean REK3 is going to get all 3 caps with the Lightning McQueen now dead. No Pen is probably trapped. It's going to get out of the cold stats by reversing his tank, but absolutely REK3M needs to kill a tank. And at the moment it's now 6 versus 7 with 3 caps for REK3. This is going to be hard for REK3M to make a comeback here, because REK3 is now leading and by a lot of cap points. They're trying to focus the mouse, REK3M. But Vicky now dead. This is going to be important, but hit points still in favor of REK3 at the moment. Cap points especially is going to take heavily in favor of REK3 at the moment. REK3M is now really diverging their forces and they are looking to panic, but Spitty is a one-shot here. Will REK3M get this win out of the bag though? They have to kill Spitty here. Spitty is dead, but Wrongho is killed. Oh, just only 10 more cap points. And REK3 will win this first game. And it's going to be REK3 winning the first game. Very good job by REK3. The REK3M, despite punishing tanks today, I think they are unable to kind of further that action here. I believe it's because I think REK3M was hesitating on what to do in that situation. And REK3 also at the same time was hesitating. So both teams aren't really playing particularly brilliantly. But I think REK3M's mistake was more punishable. But REK3 absolutely, that call on Taway was good. But I think they have to, you know, be a lot more confident in that move, because could easily, if REK3M was in good positions to take down tanks capturing A, that could have gone very, very wrong for REK3. And we will be seeing the second match on Port Bay. REK3 is on match point, and REK3M, their top 8 hopes are hanging on a thread here. And that would mean if REK3 wins the next one, APA will be through to the professionals tournament. And REK3M could absolutely make a comeback here. We saw comebacks. We saw comebacks from time to time. This is not a rare occurrence. Let's say hello to Faith as well. Hello to Bromethane on Blitz. Okay, so this time REK3 is going to go with triple medium tanks. What are they going to really have medium here? This really looks like a C strat, I'd have to say. If they are going for A, it's going to be not the right tanks. It's not going to be the right tanks for that. REK3M is going to take Lightning McQueen in a mouse. Double Crown Bargains by Pagula. No, Patron Crew wrong ho. And then let's continue to see what they're going to be taking. Pagula in the Ice 4, T20 by Boss, double T125 by Patricia and Eon. Don't think Eon is going to switch up a lot in their strategy, probably doing something similar. They at least are going to take a medium, so that's going to help them in terms of getting information up, and if they need to get a base, then that will help them securing that base without having that time to rotate a very long way to support their team. So on the other hand, we have REK3 going with Triple Crown Vargan by the Yali, Pencil Case, and Vicky. The STB1 will be played by Spitty, No Pen, No Leg, Charlie C, Double T22 for Evergreen, T110E5. This time it's going to be a C strat for both teams. Are we going to see boosts here? No, I don't think so. They're going for a normal strat. The Double T22 crossing through the river. Successfully crossed the river with Charlie C taking a hit. Got a little bit careless. You know, jutting his butt out right there. And that is but then Boss is a little bit in trouble here. Spitty is in good position. Let's look at Spitty's positioning here. He's going to be farming a lot of tanks here, but I think REK3M will be looking to push all of T22s away. Oh, they're doing a boost here. Wrong ho. It's boosted upwards. Oh, what is going on? Spitty, his initial position could have been very tremendous. Could have farmed REK3M the whole night. But Charlie is not killed. REK3M is biting back with Spitty forced to retreat. Great job to REK3M. That boost surely worked. Frachetti is now Eon's shooting Frachetti. They're doing alarm the strategy, but the T110E5 in this situation is going to hold down really well. But this is still close to call. REK3M, despite that initial good strategy there, they're still not leading a lot in hit points. They're leading by approximately 1,000 hit points, but that is just because Lightning McQueen has a lot of hit points right there. So absolutely, REK3 can do it out of the bag. We will never know. It's still really close to call with double Crown Vargan. No, the Crown Vargan is going to kill off Frachetti. Frachetti is now very, very low. But Vicky's also very low as well. Diani's now dead. It's chaos everywhere. And REK3M is trying to shut down Forever Green. Forever Green is going to be surrounded by these two tanks. On the other hand, Spitty's still alive for God knows what reasons here. But REK3M, the T125 to Forever Green, it's going to be killed by Mark Boss. And this is going to be 5 versus 3. REK3M is really looking strong in this one. Patron Crew picks a good shot into Pencil Case. A great shot into Pencil Case right there. Lightning McQueen is now killed. And that leaves Eon trying to kill No Pen. Great shot by Patron Crew into No Pen. And Spitzy's now a one-shot. Boss is looking to kill him off. And can he do so? Obviously he can do so. And it's going to be 1-1 for both teams. REK3M versus REK3. The next game is really going to decide the fate of either team in the top 8. REK3 or REK3M it is. REK3M still currently in the 9th place. We have 3 tanks to 1-2k for REK3M, 3 tanks to 1-2k for REK3. But this is going to be the decider here. And let's say we are on Liu Bei, a lot of heavies, but let's see. Do we have any results for Raid versus APA? APA are through to the professionals 2-0 against Raid. And Serenity are through as well 2-0 against second team of APA. Which means this is going to be the game. Whoever wins this one will be through to the professionals tournament. No mistakes are allowed. APA have secured their position in the top 8. God knows what will happen here. If I bring you the leaderboard, this is what's going to happen. Alright. If REK3M wins this one, I've been looking at the table here because AP are through. They have overtaken REK3 in number of cups. If I show you the leaderboard right here, you can see it. On the other side, APA is now in the 7th position, REK3 in the 8th position, REK3M in the 9th position. This game you're going to watch right now, it's going to decide the team getting into the top 8. On the other hand, we have the REK3M second team. Where are you? Losing to A1M1 0-2. So this team is out. REK3 on the other hand, if they lose, they also lost to Loka. Second team lost to Loka. So this remains the only hope. This is going to be hanging on by a thread. Hello to Edward. So whoever wins this one will win. Whoever wins this one will be in the top 8. And that will seal the fate of the top 8. We know Loka, the Gravitas team, the BPS without Dash at the front, and the other BPS with Dash at the front, are through to professionals with APA securing a place, and also A1 and 1 as well. So it's either REK3M or REK3M at this point. I don't think they know this the result at the moment. Maybe someone checked, but hopefully it won't tilt anyone here. REK3M versus REK3M. REK3M. The tanks here are marching into C. With REK3M marching into A, they're not going to find one another though. But that will hand REK3M the cap lead. I think with this kind of setup, REK3M has the advantage here. They are leading by more than 1,000 hit points. REK3M, they have a medium tank. That is going to be important in getting the information and the DPN out. Oh dear, this is going to be interesting stuff. C is captured by REK3M, but A is captured by REK3M very quickly. REK3M seems to be rotating a bit quickly. They're trying to reset B, but seeing no one here. On the other hand, you have these tanks held down, but that slope is not able to accommodate all 3 T125. So at least one of them needs to switch to the other ramp potentially. I'm not sure it's going to work if the REK3M decides to hold this situation. REK3M still trying their luck onto hitting anyone that is trying to cap B, but no. I think REK3M knows they cannot get B. REK3M is really right there to shut you down. On the other hand, REK3M can absolutely come in to shut you down, rotate, and those T125s could be no more, but I could say what REK3M is trying to achieve here. T125s catching the attention from REK3M. Lightning McQueen is now spotted. Charlie C not putting a shot here. And then we will be seeing Forever Green and Charlie C rotating from behind. Do remember that both teams are very, very close in cap, so yes, getting B will be important, but that would be at the expense of triple T125s over there, because you know Mouse and E100 are very slow. So if they capture B, REK3M, if they kill off 2 T125s quickly enough, Mouse and E100 won't be quick enough to rotate to support their teammates. So if I were REK3M, I will catch the attention of REK3M with the T125s, but no, then they're doing the other way around. Mouse and Charlie C. Is it going to work? T125s looking to shut down the T110, the double T125s. 3 versus 2 here. Pickles is desperately trying to pull back, but I think the focus is now on Mark Bass. On the other hand, Lightning McQueen's getting shot by a lot here. Pencil Case, this is now descending into anarchy here. REK3M is fighting back with the Crime Wagons and also the T125s. Lightning McQueen's dead. Vicky's dead. Pigu is now one shot with Mark Bass dropping the reactive armor. 822. Pigula is now dead. It's now 5 versus 5. 5 versus 6. Actually, Charlie C is going to go down very soon. Mark Bass is low. It's dead. Charlie C is also dead. It's now 4 versus 5. REK3M has a lot of hit points at this point, at this moment in time. But will that change? And Amorak could change, could switch everything here. Patron Crew is now very, very low. The RD is also quite low. Patron Crew, he needs to be killed. REK3M is trying their absolute best to pull it back, but I don't think it's going to be possible with Eon. And now trying to ram to no penny, bounces that shot. Crown Wagon for Charity's down. 3 versus 1 right down the side. 2 versus 1 on this side. REK3M are in touching distance of securing a spot in the professionals tournament. No pen, no life. Good shot into Eon. Pencil K is going to put a shot into Eon as well, and it's going to be a kill right there. That leaves Rongho the last person standing, and that would mean REK3M will be in the top 8 for the first time in this game. I think this is the first in the history. Well played to you all, and great coordination by REK3 here. Absolutely fantastic, phenomenal job in communicating with your teammates. Not necessarily not necessarily the order I'm expecting, but it doesn't matter what order you're taking. What matters the most is the communication. REK3M was kind of pincered in this situation, and REK3, absolute wonderful job. 5 tanks doing more than 2k, REK3M 3 tanks doing more than 2k, and this is it. REK3 is through to the professionals tournament at the expense of REK3M. REK3M is out, and will be finishing in the 9th place tonight. If we look at the leaderboard, I mean the other look at other matches. Okay. Okay, so let's go one by one. APA is through to the quarterfinals, beating Raid 2-0. We also have Endgame against IW. It's going to be 2-1 for Endgame. IW winning a match, so that's at least a good thing to say. And then we have A1M1 beating REK3M second team 2-0. And they are surely through to the top 8, obviously. 2-0, that was a good result right there. REK3 second team against Loka. And they've beaten them 2-0. Next we have second team of APA versus Serenity. Serenity 2-0 against second team of APA, and Serenity are through with BPS first team against Quick Uberputs, and that will mean it's going to be 2-0 for BPS first team. They are through to the next one. Finally, we have Kraken Esports versus the first team of BPS, and that would mean it's going to be 2-0 for them against Kraken Esports, and they will be playing REK3 next in the quarterfinals. So well done to BPS as well. This is the results. Quarterfinals: Raid versus Endgame. APA versus Endgame. That was a typo. And then A1M1 versus Loka. Serenity versus BPS. And REK3 versus BPS as well. Another Gravitas team, that is. Okay, so the top 8 for you here, it's going to be we'll have REK3M in the interview very soon. I think they will be very disappointed with that results. But yeah, but we will see. Top 8 for the EU server, as already been decided. It will be Endgame, Serenity, Loka, BPS, A1M1, REK3, APA, in the professionals tournament, APA would be taking a deep breath after a scare. Actually, they were very close to getting eliminated. It didn't happen in the end, and they just notched that position into that top 8 here. REK3M will it's a valiant effort for them, but not quite yet there. 9th place, but that's a lot of cups to take. 32,752 cups for tonight. IW will be finishing in the 10th place, Vale in the 11th place, Raid 12th, Sparta 13th, Shadow 14th, Kraken Esports 15th, and Quick 16th. I believe they played, so let's count their cups in. Cougar saying huge congrats to REK3M. Really huge congratulations to REK3M. I think the next few games, REK3M can take a deep breath, you know, keep their cool, you know. I think against BPS, they have no pressure at all. They are already in the top 8, so I think they will be extremely jubilant to know that news. So we'll be having once again Patron Crew, one of the players from REK3M in the call. Hello there, hello crew.
Hello.
Hello. Once again, a huge commiserations to the loss against REK3M, and I mean there were some really great games. Particularly that second game was very well executed. But I believe that I think a lot of you guys will be quite disappointed with the result. I think looking back, I think you should be proud of what you have achieved so far. So what do you think about your performance?
Not really.
Not really.
They deserve to win. They played well. Like, we're missing 2 of our crucial players. We still give it a good go, but yeah, first game was I was like shouting, "Don't stay in the middle," because they're just gonna kill you. And there were most of our players. You saw that they were sitting in the middle like pigs, and they get spanked.
I mean, so, they were very hesitant whether to, you know, deal with the tanks on me or not.
They were just sitting in the middle, and that's like.
Yeah, they were doing a lot of things.
It was like an example of missing the tournament experience. That was actually that. The second game was like they tried to take meds, we just countered them, and the third game was too much. Like, how you called it, when the mouse is leaving almost entire battle, maybe not entire battle, but when mouse is doing one shot, you know there is something wrong. And I believe there were some problems with panning. I was playing shit too.
I mean, it could be just nervousness, but I mean, REK3M executed that push really well.
Not really. It was not their good play, but our stupidity. Like, there is a huge difference between that, you know.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, also, you know, not panning your shots, and also dealing with pushes. I think, I mean, you guys should be experienced about that. Could just be the nerves, but
yeah, but like I told you, we were missing 2 crucial players, and I believe that was the main point of concern here.
I see.
But still, like, well,
32,752 cups.
Most of our team were. Most of our team will not even probably play the top 16, but there will be some players participating, so we're definitely gonna see REK3M playing top 16.
We will see, but I mean, you guys are really good, and I really hope you guys would perform well in the challenges. I mean, you got 9.
Yeah, like I told you, most of the players declared they're not gonna play. I mean, probably the players that are missing the avatars and stuff. That's like, for me, for example, there's not much of the point playing. Like, they offered the same camo, they offered the same avatars everywhere, and they have both. It's like there's like no point playing for me right now.
I see.
Even those premium tanks like are not anything special.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, probably with record with a reduced lineup potentially in challenges. I
Yeah, I
think you
don't
won't
know.
have
I
a lot
hope
of. I hope
they're
they're going
gonna
to
do
play
better.
because I think they are a strong team, and I really hope that's good. I
Maybe,
mean,
there will be a mix of the second team, and probably some players will decide to play from the first team that are missing the avatars and stuff.
yeah,
And I
I
believe they
mean,
have a good chance to get this top 16.
yeah, I mean, especially when we are talking about some other teams below, they want the experience, quick tournament, some tournament experience, and that will be very important for them. And learning from you guys, I think, I hope you guys will show us some really great games in the Challenges tournament. I hope someone will stream Challenges tournament as well. Although I'll be following
I believe
professionals.
not really.
Right, but
Yeah, but still, I would like to say one more thing.
yeah,
Thank you for everyone that tried to help me build the team, to try do everything to make that team work. With
yes,
also thanks to everyone that was training with us, that invested their time. Like for example, IW clan that play 1 hour today with us, and a lot of other clans
nice.
that had both patience and some commitment into playing this game. That's like my message. No one should be like being nervous about the game and or frustrated is just wrong.
That's really good indeed, and I believe, I mean, a lot of fans helped you, and I mean, I think they're also very grateful for you guys to train with them as well. So I mean, it's not just,
That's true.
it's mutual. So take
Yeah, but you have to look at it like from the both sides. I believe
true.
everyone from this community is decent. Like there are no clans that cannot compete right now from this top 12 range. There are
Right.
some obviously there are some better, worse ones, but still it was a great pleasure to play with everyone.
Yeah, I see. So anyway, thanks for spending your time to for this interview. I wish you all the best in the challenges tournament. I hope you guys will win the entire thing and show to us that you're
Thank you,
a
man.
top 8 worthy team. So good luck to you guys. Good luck to you and your team, and see you soon. Bye for now.
Thanks. See you, man.
Okay, so that was Crew. Although I think their team was quite disappointed that they are going to play challenges, but I mean, they had a good go. They had a good run. They couldn't quite make it, but it's still a huge experience for them. I think. Most importantly, it will be their run into the top 8. Will be the most important. Alas, they couldn't get over the final hurdle. Say hello to Fire Phoenix. I am gonna kill you. Oh, that's a special name. And Cougar. Hey, thank you for joining my stream. And hello to Edward as well, Vicky. Arrowpath donated 1,000 wons. I think it's Korean currency. Thank you very much for the donation. It's still interesting. There are still interesting games to watch here, and don't forget I will also interview REK3M as well. So I think they will be very excited about their performance. So we'll see what they're going to what they're going to be talking. Privet, to you, I am gonna kill you. You will see some really great games tonight. And we will have Camstia, a map that could potentially use all 7 minutes, because A, B, and C is quite easily reset from both sides. This is the only map that is the case, not the other maps. Port Bay is a close one, but not quite because it's quite big. But Camstia, you have some kind of blockage and something like that, and then yeah, rotating is not rotation. Well, I mean, I don't know why I'm saying that, but yeah, but if you play for Clan Wars for some time, Camstia can be really grueling and exhausting. So we will see. Evil Fantasy, triple T125s alongside Ghosty and Kami. F in the STB1, triple Crown Bargains by Gaseo. Playmaker and Vanusaur. REK3 double TVP by Split T No Pen. Charlie T22 double T20 by double Crown Vargas by Orange Tomato, and Pencil Case with double T1 10U5s by Forever Green and Icky. I forgot to change the logos, so sorry about that. We'll be back very soon. So sorry about that. I hope it will be very quick. And then gosh. You're seeing from the REK3 side, they're coming somewhat to see. But on the other hand, let me find this. Graphic. Thank you very much. And we're back. Come on. There we go. Let's go up high and see. REK3 double Crown Bargains in this corner. In this area here, we know from before, double Crown Bargains from BPS taking this area here, but you know what happened to Raid when they took double Crown Bargains here? Endgame focused them hard. But REK3 is not in the positions actually to shut them down. So it's going to be interesting to see how both teams are going to operate on this map. But this is going to go really down here. You have F resetting A, Ghosty resetting B, Vanusaur double and Gaseo Jones ready to reset C if REK3 decides to go there. On the other hand, REK3, Pencil Case and Orange Tomato do it in that position, and Forever Green as well trying to reset CO. Charlie Scene is going to have a lot of work to do, a lot of pressure. He's trying to reverse script. It's not always easy to reverse script in any tank. The reverse controls can confuse you, discombobulate you a lot. BPS trying their hands on A, but will REK3 have tanks to reset A here? They have, but the TVPs are potentially in some sort of trouble here. They might want to do something else on the other side. No Pen taking a tremendous hit right there. Ooh, great shot into the F. But hit points are in favor of BPS right now. At REK3, they are quite separated, disjointed. Eki is holding there alone. BPS 4 tanks against 1. Eki is in loads of trouble. I think REK3 really needs to make a move on these double Crown Bargains as soon as possible alongside Charlie Scene. And the TVP, one TVP can rotate away. Oh, a Dupan rotated away, so that's very important here. Eki dropped the speed boost at the wrong time. But he's near the river. If DPS decides to rush them, so be it. REK3 needs to make a move, I must say. They do not have the cap lead. BPS has the cap lead. Forever Green spotted once again, but I do not think REK3, it will be a good idea to just go for caps. They need to go push through. They are pushing through. The brush is happening. On the other hand, Aki has done a cheeky move, going round that castle right there. Gaseo Jones is in loads of trouble here. He will be surrounded, and you know he's no more. We are seeing Ghosty. Oh, he doesn't want to go in. He wants to make a good straight line, horizontal straight line with BPS forces, but with Orange Tomato now dead, Vanusaur is getting rushed by Pencil Case and Forever Green. Let's look at his perspective. Great shot into Vanusaur. He just needs to push one more. Great shot into Vanusaur by Pencil Case and Forever Green. But the hit points are still in firm favor of BPS at the moment here. And anytime Eki is going to go down by Playmaker or Kami, and a great job there. But REK3 is just going straight in to kill off Evil Fantasy, but Matt Ghosty is going to be there to go through this hill here and to go past, and they will be able to shut down the TVPs here. TVPs need to stay safe. Evil Fantasy is still alive for some reason. He's finally dead. Charlie Scene repairs his track, and he's going to go away. Pencil Case is really healthy, so REK3 needs to do some rotation. Great kill onto the SB1 F. That was an important kill right here. The hit points are still neck and neck. BPS still with a hit point pool lead and cap lead, but that is still very close to call. No Pan is now going to go in support. Pensuke is now really low. Charlie C is going to go up this hill. Ghosty kills, playmaker kills off Pensuke's great shot from Charlie C here. The DPM of REK3 could be important, could be crucial here. They just need to put their shots into Ghosty. Focus on Ghosty. I think 1v1 Charlie versus Kami, that could happen. That could very well happen. REK3 is still trying their absolute best to defend. Spitzy has his full clip right here. Forever Green puts a good shell into Playmaker, dropping the reactive armor, but will that be enough? Spitzy, I don't know why he just ran away here. He could easily support the T22, the Crown Bar. Great job from Charlie C onto Kami. No pain, no life is going to help Charlie C. Great shot to Ghosty. Charlie C needs to push out into Ghosty. It kills off Ghosty here, and it's going to be 3 versus 1. REK3. Amazing turnaround right here, and Playmaker is the last man standing. Gravitas team. I think REK3's effort right here. Great timing here, great push. Isolated the tanks here. Great job. In particular to Eki, you know. Bought so much time for BPS and he cheekily went through that castle here. And, you know, Playmaker dead. What a game for REK3. They are on fire. And it seems there is no turning back. REK3 here 1-0 to REK3. 5 tanks doing more than 2k. Gravitas 2 tanks doing more than 3k, sadly. But it was a commendable effort by both teams. REK3, absolutely wonderful what they are doing right here. REK3 versus BPS. Brilliant job right here. So it's gonna be 1-0 to REK3 at the moment, while Gravitas team needs to win 2 on a run. Anything can happen at this point, but it was brilliant start for REK3. Goes on to show REK3 really deserves to be in the top 8 here, and I think they could really make a statement in the professional tournament. This is boding well for them. So now BPS are going with the TD here on Camp Steer. It's possible. It's just open enough when you go up the high hills, and you can land some amazing shots with the 28668. Good camo, good DPM, DF in the thickest light, triple Crown Bargains by Kaseya's Playmaker and Vanasaur, double T125 by Kuma and GQ REK3, double Crown Bargains by Pensuke and Vicky. No pin the Vicky's lights. Oh no, Orange Tomato is changing into a 50B, and also Charlie Scene. Eki is going to join Pensuke and Vicky in triple. No, this is going to be Eki and Pensuke. Double Crown Bargain. Vicky is forced to play in the T125 instead. Ooh. I don't know what REK3's idea here is, but the 50Bs, the lack of armor, they have to be careful about that. Good DPM for the 50Bs alongside the T125s, but it will probably once again be a crucial one here. REK3 is good in isolating force tanks here. BPS, on the other hand, does not want to commit the same mistakes, particularly with REK3's lineup here. If one tank gets rushed by the Clippers, that tank is going to be out in no time. Eki in the lone. Crown Varga getting spotted already by DF. Ooh. He stopped at the moment. He does not want to cross further because he is worried that the 268 is right here to shut him down. Evil Fantasy or Zerd, not in position though to shut down the Crown Vargan. Oh, but look at Evil Fantasy. In this position, this is an interesting position. I have never seen anyone take it back. But this is meant to shut down anyone trying to reset A when BP is trying to make a move. But REK3 sending no one to that, so this is not going to happen. We're going to be seeing the 50Bs. Are they able? They are not in position to reset A though. Oh, Chinese scene spotted. 50Bs are spotted. Oh, Vicky gets a big shot from the Evil Fantasy. Drop the reactive armor, but would that be enough though? I don't know. BPS got A, that is important, but this time it's going to be REK3 taking a lot of hits at the start. He took a 9 hit by Evil Fantasy. Oh dear, he's going to do 0 damage at this point if it's going to keep on propagating like that. REK3 is in loads of trouble. It seems BPS are looking very strong this time. Vicky taking a lot of beating. This is not looking good for REK3 at all. BPS, this push will work, obviously. Great track shot onto Edgar GQ. Great shot onto Edgar GQ. Actually, with the Vicky now dead, REK3 is throwing everything they can to punish BPS for crossing in to shut down the tanks and being aggressive. But I don't think that's enough because Vicky lost too many hit points at the start already. With Charlie C coming in to shut down Kuma. Kuma dropped down just in time, so he's unable to go down. He's going to receive a lot of shots for BPS. So this time, great job by BPS. With Charlie C now dead, this is a completely different team of REK3 with Iki. I have no idea why he's still there. Very far at the back. Don't think he's going to contribute much to REK3, and BPS just simply bullying Spitzy. And bullying Spitzy like that deserves a report, I think. Depends the case, looking to shut down Venusaur alongside Iki. But this is not going to help. Evil Fantasy is doing a tremendous job in his 268. Great shell into no pen, no life. And he's now down to 1 shot here. The F is looking shut. No pen down, and it is the case with Pencil now killed by Gaseo Jones, with Iki the last man standing in that area. He is a camper, and but it's part of the strategy, I would say. He will not be happy about that, and he is going to go down. And this means BPS has the second game. And that is a very decisive, commanding victory from BPS. 6 tanks to more than 2k. Vicky 0 damage. REK3 looks very out of depth in this one. I believe it's pretty much a T125. Unable to do anything to reset A, but if you cannot reset A, don't try to do it again, especially when you get shot by 268. I mean, if the enemy's got A there, then try again to pull a shot in. I believe, especially when you get hit by a 268. This is pretty much asking for trouble here. I don't know what REK3 could have done elsewhere, but so I would say this is just a really good performance by BPS. Very strong indeed. And we are on a tiebreaker. We are on Hellas now. REK3 want to go very heavy here in such an open map with no mediums and lights. We saw what happened to is that Feast? Is that Feast or I don't know, forgot. Taking no medium or lights. HLV with a medium tank. Alongside that T125, capture C in the southeastern corner, and they just diverted their attention back to A and B. And we also saw HLV really not allowing the other team enough time to go and capture C. REK3 needs to be careful with this strategy, could backfire tremendously. If BPS got C, and if they are forced to do the rotation. BPS, triple T125s by Gaseo Jones, Eka GQ and Kuma from North. They have at least a medium tank by a T22. That will be very important, especially in securing C. That is going to be driven by F. Venusaur in the Crown Wagon, and we also have Evil Fantasy in the Octopus. REK3 is going with double E100 by our Orange Tomato and Charlie Seed. No Pen and Vicky. Double Crown. Mouse by Spitty. Double T125 by Pencil Case and DRD. Okay, REK3 is going to go past B here. They're just going to go straight into the hold down position to stop anyone from capturing A. But the BPS can do that. captured behind this facade, baiting Pencil Case and Addy to go forward to reset. There was a miscommunication right here. Pencil Case would not be happy that Addy is blocking his way in moving back. He also took a hit as well. Not a brilliant start from REK3M, I'm afraid. This is what I'm talking about. C is getting captured by BPS. The hit points are in favor of REK3 still. But the caps are in favor of BPS. BPS are wasting no time in pincering REK3's forces, and look at how slow REK3 is. I think BPS is going to be very prepared for that. I would be shocked if it's not the case, actually. But Akajiki is going to be printed, isolated by REK3's forces. The focus is on Akajiki dropping the reactive armor, but that is not going to stop REK3 from killing it off very quickly here. Venusaur is going to be the next focus by REK3, but REK3 is losing a lot of hit points already by doing this move here. Vicky is really low. He's need to put his shells in, but the focus is on the wrong tank from Vicky. But look at Venusaur getting taken out so quickly. But hit points are still in favor of BPS. What tank are they going for next? They're going for the Evil Fantasy potentially. The RD is now very low though. Charlie's scene is also very low. Oh dear. Does REK3 still have a chance here? Oh, the Addy is now dead. BPS is looking really strong. Evil Fantasy dropping the reactive armor. Charlie's scene is also dead. It's 4 vs 6 now. I think it's pretty much over for REK3 here. Evil Fantasy dropping down. No Pen is trying to brawl against Evil Fantasy. The focus has turned onto Playmaker now. Pencil Case will take a shot from Playmaker, obviously. But Spitzy, Orange Tomato is now dead. No Pen still alive. But Evil Fantasy is looking for Pencil Case. Spitzy, and that mouse has a lot of hit points. No Pen gets shot by Kuma. Spitzy killed by Evil Fantasy. It's now 3 vs 3. It's not over yet. The F is looking for Pencil Case, but he's killed by Kuma from North. Spitzy is looking for Kuma from North. No Pen is going to be the next focus. I think Spitzy great ram into Gaseo Jones trying to block Gaseo Jones from getting a hand into No Pen, but he gets killed from behind actually. It now leads to 3 vs 1 for BPS onto the lonely Spitzy here. And that means Spitzy will go down and BPS are through to the semi-finals. Well done to BPS. I think it was really REK3 tried their absolute best in pushing, but their tanks are way too slow. That allowed time for BPS to rotate, and I think it wasn't a bad idea at the end trying to push forward, but I think really not. The tanks are very slow, and the DPM is also relatively low as well. I think that didn't really work out for REK3 in the end, and BPS. I think it was kind of a usual routine for them to, you know, to defend a rush, and you know they don't look flustered at all. The F did a tremendous job in flanking just in time, allowing really leaving REK3 no time but to focus down tanks. But you also saw some potential problems with BPS defensive move there. There are isolated tanks, but then other tanks did a good job trying to stay safe, and it's going to be BPS going through to the next round. 2-1 it is for BPS. Okay, let's look at the other results of the quarterfinals. We begin with APA. Okay, APA lost to Endgame 0-2. Loka, what is the result? A1M won against Loka. Loka won A1M 2-0. Well done to you, Loka. And then we have the other BPS still playing against Serenity, so we don't know the result just yet. So semi-finals, it will be Hello to Vengeance. How are you doing? It will be Endgame versus Loka and BPS. We will see if it's going to be an internal derby, but we'll find out soon. Well, yeah, but then it seems I'm progressing a lot quicker than I was expecting. So I'm, I was able to shelve in a session to stream, I think. So we'll see if we have results. Let's check once again. BPS versus Serenity. Serenity 2-1 against BPS. That means it's going to be Serenity versus BPS in the semi-finals. And who will be in the finals tonight? It could be once again Endgame versus Serenity, but you will never know. Okay, the number of cups will be as follows. Endgame, 39,244 cups. Serenity, 36,636 cups. Loka, 34,331 cups. BPS with Gravitas team, 34,335 cups. BPS Megaputes, Ultraputes, Hyperputes, Uberputes team in the with 33,648 cups, A1M1 33,458 cups, REK3M 33,472 cups, APA 33,084 cups. That is it. Okay. So actually it will be Forever Green. Oh, you will join my Discord. Okay. Good. Right. Hello. Hello. I think you should be able to talk.
Hello.
Hello there. Great, you can hear.
Cool.
I think you can hear me. Good. Right. So congratulations on REK3M qualifying to the professionals tournament for the first time, I think, ever. As REK3M. So huge achievement that is. I must say. I think that was a good first game against BPS. I mean, the more important thing is that you qualified to the professionals tournament. So, how does the team feel when you guys won against REK3M?
Well, it is a really good feeling because after the second game we were kinda not very good mood, so it was kinda a lot of pressure, but thankfully we made it, and yeah, so we were celebrating that much that we didn't even know we have to play one more game against BPS, so it was like, yeah, we are very happy.
I see. Well, actually, I mean, you said about the second game against REK3M, everyone was down. Who is the one motivating you and also putting you guys back in the focus?
I don't know if we even have like one person, because we always do everything like a team. We don't even have a main caller. It is like we do just everything together. So I think this is our biggest strength, and yeah. We just work as a team. We don't count on one person as like many clans.
I see. Well, I mean, obviously it's a very good achievement. So, looking into the professionals tournament, what will be your expectations?
I'm not exactly sure how the bracket is now will now look. So, like, if we will play EG, Serenity, and APA, I hope we will make a good result against APA and maybe to win some battles against EG and Serenity. Like we can only
Yeah.
surprise now. We have made our goal, so we can now only enjoy and play for fun.
Yeah, very true indeed. I think it is going to be 1 versus 8 and then 2 versus 7. So I believe you'll be facing Serenity first in the upper bracket first round. But I mean, all the best to that game. It's not going to be an easy one. Serenity, I mean, everyone knows is a contender for this season. But REK3M, I mean, you guys can do really well. You've proved.
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
So-
we can only surprise. So no one is expecting something now from us. So we'll
I
just
see.
enjoy and play like we can.
Yeah, I hope you guys will enjoy it a lot. In the professionals, I think you guys will also gain a lot of experience from playing as well, especially when a lot of teams in the top 8 are very, very strong this season. So hopefully,
Yeah.
that will be a good. That will bode you well for the future season as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like we can only get something positive now, so we'll just use it as an experience. So yeah.
I see. That's good. That's good to hear. So, anyway, do you have anyone that you would like to thank, or you like to, say, I mean, any clan, any people that you want to thank before we end this interview?
Honestly, I'm not sure, so probably not.
Oh, okay, I see. But that's a matter though. But all the best to you guys in the professionals tournament, and I will be seeing you. I will be streaming the professionals tournament. So hopefully
Yeah,
we will see
thanks
some
for
great results.
thanks for streaming us, because I feel we play a lot better if you are streaming us than
Oh, you
you
see.
are not. So yeah.
So that means streamers are the anti-jinx probably. But, but anyways, have a good evening and
Yeah.
and celebrate with you guys.
Thanks, you too. Bye.
Thank you very much. Bye. Okay, so that was Forever Green with me, the player from REK3M. And they were very happy. I think they are not expecting that at all, to be in the top 8. And they're happy that this is the case. So, well done once again to REK3M for securing a top 8 finish. This stream is not finished yet. We still have games to go, but any games from now on is merely training purposes. So don't be surprised if you're seeing some very weird strategy. Why not when you have the opportunity to do so and when stakes are not high at this point? Although you want good seeding, that is for sure. But at this moment in time, not the most important in terms of getting into the top 8. Every team still in this tournament are in the top 8. Right, so Adaptive asked, Legion doesn't play the tournament. They do not have the top players this season. They try to field the team actually, but for some reason it fell apart before the spring season. So hopefully that won't happen in the summer season. It's going to be interesting to see. I'm not sure if it's going to be by some other players as well. Whoopsie, I don't know about Whoopsie though. We will see about his future, and maybe he will come back to Legion. You never know. Right. Everyone's happy. Here we go. Rockfield. It's a map that is quite medium oriented, somewhat. I think it's quite mobile, but at the same time, the middle side is also very the middle point, the middle line, or you can say that's a hypotenuse when you divide that team into 2 right-angled triangles. That line right there, you need to field some tanks there. Because Rockfield is a perceptionally small map, you have a lot of out of bounds area with the corners, so absolutely Rockfield, sending tanks in the middle will give you a lot of information for in spotting up any rotations. This is the map that you can get spotted at near the red line when you're rotating. So you want to make sure you push your lineup high and hard. But either way, we might also see some very quick draws at the start as well, and that is usually concentrated over the northeastern corner, with a lot of hold down tanks and some IS fools and some medium tanks as well. So it's really about some individual brilliance at that point though, when it descends into anarchy. We will be seeing BPS. We'll be taking Evil Fantasy 2.5B F T22, Gazelle Jones D125, Playmaker IS4 Venusaur in the Kramwagen at GQ T125, Cuban from North, Vickers Light, Serenity, People Devil T125 alongside Platinum, Flytex IS4 alongside People Doll, People Jail, Vickers Light, Spitfires, Kramwagens alongside Alpha, and Serenity. Both teams, I think, Serenity is a contender for winning the entire season, but BPS can be a dark horse here, and especially when you have Zerd in this team, and some of the players played under his command in Aqua. So this is also another contender for the crown. On the other half, we have Andy vs Loki. This is also going to be really fun to watch, very exciting to watch. Both teams are also contenders for the top 8, not top 8, but the winner of the server. Let's get the lights up. Right, and then we'll head into this rock field with me and eating some biscuits as always. Kuma! Free guess spots. Let's look at People Jail. Lot of spots. Kuma? Lots of spots. Everyone spotted, not really. Most of them, I would say. Platinum getting shot at a little bit, not that much. Tiny wee bit. Evil Fantasy should say nothing. Don't know, maybe a misfire, maybe a prediction, but it didn't hit. Aggy kill. How down this situation? Oh, speed boost his way backwards. But will Flytex be able to land a shell? Nope, don't think so. A is captured by Gravitas team. C is going to be captured by Platinum, but that would not give them the cap lead because BPS got A first, and C is going to be captured soon, very soon. One kill will swing it back to Serenity's paper, and the Gravitas team, all they need to do, defend. Great job on chipping away hit points on Dog. People Jail. Trying to get some spots, but not really successful. He's spotted though. He has to play it really carefully. Gravitas team might have shots onto People Jail though. I have no idea what's going to happen, but moves will have to be made on Serenity's side. But Serenity is also very spread out. But People Jail can absolutely rotate backwards. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. Spitfires is spotted on the rotation. And BPS is looking to make a move. Oh, Vitix hitting the air, sending carbon dioxide into the stratosphere. Not something that you want to say, you know, you might break the ozone layer, but you know, BPS is going to get a big rush onto Serenity's forces. People Dog received a big hit, trying to pull back. The hit points are still in favor of Serenity, and it seems Serenity is going to bite back. With this push, I think this is going to work really well. Blightix to put a shot into Gaseo Jones. He can drop the reactive armor at any moment. He dropped the reactive armor, and that's going to buy some time for BPS to make a rotation. Serenity is temporarily halted. They have to keep on moving here. Alpha is going to put a shell into Gaseo Jones, and will he be able to kill Platinum Jones? It's going to be Platinum doing that. Venusaur is going to be the next tank down for Serenity at this point. He is getting horrendously focused, but look at Venusaur working with Playmaker, trying to shut down People Gel here. People Gel is in all sorts of trouble. Serenity and BPS, hit points are neck and neck. We don't know what's going to happen. Venusaur is now dead. Playmaker is probably going to be the next time down. Focus on Playmaker now. Spitfires are the focus for BPS. You want Spitfires to be taken out. He's such an influential figure in Serenity, and he's now taken out. And now with 5 versus 5, this is still too close to call. BPS is able to rotate back to help the team, but Evil Fantasy is no more. People Jail is also very low. People Devil is also very low. Playmaker, that was a bounce onto Playmaker. Important bounce right there. Jail is now dead. Light is still really healthy. Platinum to put a shell into Playmaker, but he's getting shot down by Kuma from North. And Devil is killed by Energy Kill. With Kuma from North dead. 2 versus 3. Serenity, are they able to do it? Alpha needs to put the devil. What is that shot right there from Alpha? Great shot into Playmaker. He's moving his tank, but that would leave Lightix isolated though. Alpha still pulling back with his speed boost, but Playmaker is dead. That is an important kill. The hit points is still in favor of Aqua. No, BPS. Cap points as well. Edgar dropping the reactive armor. This is the right time to do so. That is going to seal the deal for BPS. Well done to BPS. Alpha bounce onto Akaji kill. He will be no more. With actually shell from Akaji kill, not good enough. F is going to do some kill stealing right here, and that turret hit the F, unfortunately. Well done to BPS. Serenity, I think, got punished by not being aggressive enough. Gaseo Jones doing 0 damage. Not his fault. He got absolutely outrushed by Serenity's angry forces, but it was but Serenity unable to capitalize on BPS very diverse and elongated lineup setup right there when they pushed. Didn't really make use of that opportunity to punish BPS hard, and that allowed BPS to rotate just in time to support their teammates, and that means Serenity is losing the first game. We're going into the second game on Rockfield. So far it's 1-0 to BPS. Okay, BPS is going to go with double T125 by Gaseo Jones and Accuracy Kill. Double Crown Bargains by Playmaker and Venusaur. Kuma will be in the IS4. DF in the Vickers Light. And we have Evil Fantasy, the 268. Serenity, triple Crown Bargains by People Devil, Daze, and Alpha. Double IS4 by People Dog, Spitfires, People Gel, Vickers Light, and Platinum, and the T125. Heading into the second game, Serenity needs to do better when they want to do a rotation. They have to make sure they are clinical enough. BPS defended well. but they do not want to allow any room for Serenity to break through. So once again, with Serenity with the 1,000 around 1,000 hit points advantage, they have to play it to their advantage. Meanwhile, BPS can absolutely punish Serenity here. We never know. People Jail. And I think it's late. We'll be spotting up Kuma. No, he's spotting up Kuma. Evil Fantasy. With his 2-8 in this sniper position. We'll be able to get some shots in. He moved back just in time. He is spotted. Venusaur spotted. People Jail getting the information up for Serenity. A is going to be captured by Spitfires, but once they started initiating a move to C, BPS can just push through and take Spitfires out. Obviously, Serenity is not going to commit that mistake. The F is right there. Oh, I think there is going to be some trouble here. Look at the Kravagans. The F doesn't want to be in this situation. Oh, we are seeing this coming. Took the double hit right there. But will BPS make a move on the other side? The thing is like, oh, he is unable to run away. His back is getting shut down by People Jail and Spitfires. His forward is shut down by the Kravagans. Oh my gosh. I think the F will be ruining his life decisions right there. That is something. I think you could kill that meme about with the sad music, and when you're talking to someone, say you're okay, but in fact you're not okay. But I don't think he is okay at this moment in time. People Dog straight into B, but I don't think it's necessary. Serenity got a hit point and cap point advantage. Well, maybe this is the road. The strategy for Serenity. They are drawing BPS forces to shut down Spitfires. Maybe they have positions. BPS might be punished for that, but Spitfire is also quite low. Serenity hasn't quite been able to punish the tanks trying to assassinate Spitfires right there. He will be raging very hard on that though, because that was an opportunity that Serenity can land loads of shots in. Alpha, that was not a good shot right here, and he is now getting shut down by the R tanks of VPS here. Oh, Serenity is losing their initial hit the advantage right here. Don't know why People Jail and Platinum is very far at the back. Platinum only able to rotate at the moment here. Evil Fantasy is now down. That is important. Platinum finally coming into support. That is also very important. But People Jail still so far at the back with Gaseo just now dead. He is trying to reset GQ though. Great, not a good shot, but at least it did the reset shot there. It's now 4 vs 4 right here. Kuma from North is now very, very low. With People Dog looking to shut down Kuma from North. Is he going to do that? It's a bounce! No! With Kuma from North now dead. A is captured by GQ. People Jail is going to run away. But the DPM is going to be in favor of Platinum unless Playmaker is able to make use of his armor here. 1 vs 2, this is not always a good thing to see, but GQ wants to shut People Jail down. He will be pestered, annoyed, aggravated by Serenity's forces right here. Venusaur is toying with Venusaur at this moment, and this is still really close to call. It all depends on whether Platinum can survive at this point. Great shot on People Jail onto GQ. Platinum kills off that T125 forgot. Playmaker lands a shell into the T125. He's looking for People Jail right here. Venusaur is now one-shot days. He's looking to kill off Venusaur, but he might be connected by Playmaker. But Venusaur is killed, and the cap points are very, very healthy in favor of Serenity right now. They need C probably. Days needs to stay alive. Playmaker has got BPS, the B cap. It's still anyone's game here. With Days coming in to support People Jail, I think all they need to do is to just get C, stay safe, and don't lose a tank. Playmaker is very slow in that Krabwagen, but people just need to play this one very carefully. He does not want to do stupid moves here, because losing a tank would mean they're down in cap points once again. They need to stay back, and Serenity will be getting 1,000 cap points, and they will win their second game. 1-1 to both teams. Well done. Hello, Damson. So great job to BPS Serenity right here. I was very worried that Platinum came in to support Serenity's was way too late. It almost was too late, but in the end, it wasn't that late that BPS was able to gain a foothold in this one. They almost did that, and Serenity needs to prevent that happening once again. But well done to both teams. We are on to Fort Despair, heavy oriented map, also relatively small map with a lot of area, a lot of buildings actually that you cannot go through. You cannot defy quantum physics and do that though. I mean, you cannot defy physics and pass through those buildings. I mean, quantum physics you can tunnel, but you know, when it goes to very large scale quantum tunneling, the chances are very small. So here we go. BPS. We have quadruple Krabwagons by Evil Fantasy, Playmaker, Venusaur, and Calming. F in the T22, Kuma, RS4, Edgar GQ, T110, E5 with Evil Fantasy changing into the RS4 pending on Edgar GQ's tag choice. Serenity is going to take no mediums and lights as well. No mediums and lights with double IS4 by People Dog and Gel, Devil and Alpha, double Krabwagen, double T175 by Platinum and Days, Spitfires in the mouse. Medium tanks it's not the most important tank here because this map is so small that rotation from the heavies is not a big problem. You can rotate relatively quickly, but still you need to take time. That is okay. So what is going to happen here? Will Serenity go through to the next round and meet the winner of either Endgame versus Loka? In this tiebreaker, it's going to be very exciting, very nail-biting to watch. Let's follow the F for now. In that T22, he's going to the platform, to the raised platform on his left to get spots up. He's going to spots up Spitfires and also People Platinum. He's going to spot Spitfires though. Oh, he's going to spot Spitfires. He is angling his tank, so he's trying to bounce shots of the F. Look at how Spitfire did right there, wiggling his tank and not allowing the F to land a shell there. Oh, Spitfire is trying to land a shell into the F. Didn't quite connect, but did his job and not taking any hits there. Well, but the cap points are now in favor of Serenity. They got C without any resets there. B is going to be captured by Playmaker. I'm not sure if Spitfire is going to be there to reset Playmaker. He spotted though. He wants to approach this carefully. Calmy's trying to put a shell into Spitfires, but that didn't help. Didn't connect. Double T135s in sniper positions trying to defend. Oh, they split up Kuma. Immediately rotated their turrets because potentially if they're spotted, Kuma can land an easy shell. But I don't know if Serenity has made a bad call right here. Double IS4 has gone so aggressively. BPS 3 tanks. Not sure if Serenity is able to support double IS4 here. Absolutely do not have to make this move here. I think that was a misplay right here. Venusaur is trying to hold down with this kind of small dune right here. Serenity's trying their best to salvage that misplay here. People Dog is still alive, but is killed by the F. Hit points us in favor of BPS though. With that misplay, that really hurt Serenity's chances of winning right now. The effective DPM is in favor of BPS, and Serenity are left with no choice in trying to find a tank to kill, and they're looking for Kami at this point. People Devil is going to be rushed by FDF and the Evil Fantasy. With Platinum dropping the reactive armor, but will that help? Probably not. Alpha tracked, I think. No, he didn't want to move forward actually. He has moved forward and killed Kami. Platinum is trying his best to tee up with Alpha, and is going to shut down Kuma from North. People Devil and Days on the other hand still holding on as long as they could. Kuma is now dead. Alpha is going to be killed by anti-GQ very soon. He's trying to pull back. There's a bounce right here. Anti-GQ kills off Alpha. Days is also killed, but People Devil is going to go down. Serenity will be regretting their decision to push with those IS-4s. I think that was a terrible choice. Isolated themselves horribly. A lot of the tanks are still way behind, especially the T125s. And Serenity are unable to come in quickly enough to support those IS-4s, and I think if they have not made that move, that would have been a lot different. People Platinum now dead. Spitfires is now one shot. He will be killed by Venusaur. It will be the case. DF is not able to kill Steel. BPS Gravitas team are through to the finals. BPS 5 tags do more than 2k. Serenity 2 tags do more than 2k. Great response by BPS right here. Serenity double ice 4. I think that was a. I think whoever made that call needs to be questioned. They have Catley, so I have no idea why they want to make that move. They can simply just defend. I mean, the other 5 tanks are doing exactly that, so no idea why they isolated themselves like that, which is really mind-boggling to me. Let's look at the results of the other semi-final. Endgame. 2-0 against Loka, and Serenity will be joining Loka in the match for 3rd place. So it's going to be Endgame versus Gravitas team. Looking at the table, Gravitas team has overtaken Loka to get into the 3rd place. Even if Loka finished 3rd, it won't be able to overtake BPS because they're down by more than 400 cups. So great job to BPS right there. Serenity versus Endgame. It won't. No, Serenity in the 2nd place won't matter too much against Loka because they're destined to be in the 2nd place. Endgame destined to be in the 1st place. It all matters whether Endgame can get more than 40,000 cops. And yeah, we will see very soon. BPS, it's going to be Gravitas team versus Endgame. There will be no changes in the ranking in the end. So will we see some exciting stuff? You'll find out soon. All right. Oh my goodness me! Every is going to get quattro mouses for both teams. Across the board, 7 mouses for the 7 mouses on Desert Sands in a map that is very that is somewhat open on the other side. So I'm very interested to see what's going on right here. God, this is quattro da cupo mouses. That is quattro da cupo.
I'm here where endless meets the end. Do you see me? I'm hidden here.
Well, we still have around 8 minutes to go. I can't do anything much about that. Right. So, well, let's on the other hand take a look at other servers though, because I think you deserve to know. Asia server, we have Feast, the previous one, 2-1 against GV. Surprise teams, PGMT, Cam1, and DTG couldn't quite go through. But PGMT and DTG made a tremendous effort right here, putting the other team into a tiebreaker, but can't quite get over that. ID, on the other hand, we're finishing 8th place. And 7th place on the Asia server. That will hand them a spot in the professionals tournament after being in the top 8 for the before the 6 previous skill tournament. So that was at least they don't have to go through the embarrassment and get into the challengers tournament for the first time so far in their clan history. This is the leaderboard as well. And for the Asia server, it's going to be Feast, HLP, ENT, GB, RN, E7, ID, and CATS, the top 8. Challengers, ECG, PGNT, the DTG, Cam1, Kang, NQ, E7, and DCGTB. BB are not are in the 17th position because they have a lower CP rating than DCGTB. And WoTB decided to use that as a tiebreaker, not the last chance tournament. So DCGTB are spared of playing against BB in the last chance tournament, and DCGTB did really deserve that, to be honest with you, although they didn't qualify to any of the previous skill tournament because of really tough draws basically, but they have tried really hard to win against some of the top 8 teams right here, but couldn't quite cutting it. On the NA server though, the games will happen later at 2 in UK time, British summer time. But the top 8 has been decided. None of the teams below can overtake Purple, basically. It will be Primal, Jokers, Rain, Apex, Pincer, GG, and Purple. And Purple, that team, quite a lot of them are naps actually, so this is a strong team to see. And we're going to see some exciting games from them as well, so keep an eye on that. And also that will also be Jokers and Rain, and also Panel as well. Tonight will be important in deciding the top 3 Apex as well, because probably they will have easier draw if they get top 2. Right, so let's go back to the EU server and let's change the scene. But also before I do that, let me also temporarily show you the bracket for the NA server. Straight, Rain, Eclipse, and MM are given a bye in the quarterfinals. They will Cursed against Primal, GG against Crew, PPS against Purple, and Apex against Jokers. So with that being said, this is all you need to know. NA server, nothing at stake. We know the top 8 teams already and top 6 teams already, so let's head into the room and let's see. It's going to be Endgame versus BPS. You cannot take you cannot take any tank other than a tier 10 tank, so so we'll get the overlay done on the other scene, and here we go. Endgame. Hollow Purple Nicolate in the Crown Wagon alongside Radicals and Toby. Triple T185 by Carolate, Last AFK and Object 3, Winchellate and Vickerslight. BPS on the other hand, Evil Fantasy, FE215B, F, T22, Ghost T, T185 alongside FUGQ, Playmaker, Ice4, Venusaur, Crown Wagon, and Cuba from North, Vickerslight. Rockfield once again. Could see a lot of brawls over to the northeastern corner, but most importantly, having a good line near the middle, especially with the thickest lights, could spot a lot of tanks when you want to do a rotation, and that is sometimes very important. We will see what's going to happen in the next minute or so. Heading up high, endgame red T north spawn, blue T BPS south spawn with the Winchellate in the Vickerslight. We'll see. He's going to get a lot of information up, and so does Kuma from north in that Vickerslight as well. Object voice channel. Oh, Object is not in voice chat. Winchellate getting a lot of spots up. What about Kuma though? He also spawned up quite some tanks, quite a number of tanks actually. So once again, this has become a very popular position for Vickers like to take in those tanks. So great shot into RTTK right there. From last AFK, he is into C very early on. He will be able to work in this position if I can show you here to reset DF. Try to get A. He's gonna land a shell right here. Not quite actually, but Playmaker dropping into B sneakily. He might be able to get B, but that doesn't matter here because BPS would need to get A at the same time, and they do not have the cap lead at the moment. And it's the cap point is going to take equally because both teams have one cap at hand. BPS can try to get A once again, but chances are Endgame have tanks to reset that. However, hiding behind this area here, behind this obstacle here, can be hard for Endgame to make a reset shell, and if VPS line their tanks up nicely, they can potentially do a lot of damage into Endgame though. Oh, but Kuma from North not running away. I mean, fair enough. Winchellate didn't, but BPS is the one that needs the information. That needs to do the rotation, so I'm surprised actually a little bit that Kuma didn't run away, and he is already down to 2 shots. Whole Purple tries to capture A, but no, it's not going to be a good idea. He is running away because BPS is trying to rotate and trying to get A now. Endgame last AFK and Tobias rotated backwards. Hollow Purple turned his tank and is trying to absorb the push. Winchellate in the Vickers Light is going to get into B, and I think BPS abandoning B entirely might not be the best move. And BPS has already lost more than 5,000 hit points in here, and this is going to be very unlikely for BPS to make a comeback here. B is now getting captured by Winchellate, and hit points and cap points are in firm favourites of Endgame right now, and BPS is trying their best to shut down Hollow Purple, but they are also very low in health. Look at Playmaker getting the focus from Endgame, but Endgame doesn't even need focus fire at all at this point. They just need to kill all the tanks here. BPS simply drops so many hit points at the start, and Endgame just need to stay alive, and they will win this one easily. Hollow Purple still alive for God knows what reason. I think BPS at this point, they cannot hesitate because really half the hit points of Endgame, they really need to kill a tank out, get a tank out. BPS, they still have 7 tanks though, but they have 3 one-shots, potentially 4. Well, they cannot let this, they cannot throw this one away though. With Venusaur now dead, hit points are still in firm favorite of Endgame. They need to kill off Evil Fantasy, and Evil Fantasy is now out. Ghosty is not going to be long for this world. On the other hand, you have VPS rushing into Carolade. Playmaker is now down. Object Tree is toying with Ghosty 1 versus 1. All eyes will be on Kuma from North. That kill, that will give Endgame the win. Ghosty killed, and it is a decisive victory for Endgame. It really makes BPS look a little bit amateurish in this one. It's not because BPS is a bad clan or a bad team per se. That's just because Endgame is just a lot more tactically dominant, a lot more tactically adept. BPS, they need a lot of respawns from this game. Endgame simply in control from start to finish and leading by more than 5,000 hit points, when it is actually BPS that needs to do the rotation. It is not really enough, sadly. So let's see what's going to change in this one. Right, so endgame going with triple crown bargains by Whole Purple Radicoso and Toby, triple T175s by Carolate, last AFK and Object 3 with Winchellate in the Vickers Light. BPS is going with double T175 by Mark Ghosty and GQ, double crown bargains by Playmaker and Vanosaur, Kuma and the IS4 F and the Vickers Light and Evil Fantasy in the 268. There we go. Let's hop into the second game on Rockfield. Let's head up high, shall we? And here we go. Red team with endgame. Let's go back to Winchellate. Everyone's leaving voice chat. That's not good to hear, but well, BPS. So we got spotted. Ooh, Tanks are spotted. Vanosaur spotted. Kuma spotted. Edgar spotted. On the other hand, the F. Oh, it's not going to be Kuma in the Vickers Light. Probably someone's not happy about him in the Vickers Light, maybe. But Egg is going very quickly into weight at the start. Radicoso taking some hits here. This time BPS is doing slightly better, but he still couldn't get the cap point advantage. A is getting captured finally, but it's very, very close to call. 5 cap points of deficit. Just a brief cap reset by BPS onto C would do the job. Kuma dropping down into B. But endgame is just immediately there to shut down Kuma from trying to get into B, and I think he is stuck. Potentially. Aka GQ. He might put a shot into last AFK. He did. Or double tap. Or triple tap. DF and Evil Fantasy. Great shot lining up into shutting down the last AFK. He is in deep trouble here. They supported Kuma nicely. But Winchellate. In that fact, it's like, will not allow Kuma to get B, however. Hit points are now in favor of BPS. While endgame is desperately trying to reset B. Great job to BPS this time. And endgame decided needs to do better, needs to try their best to get a hit point pool deficit back. But however, Venusaur is getting isolated, so that could be very important right here. B is trying to be captured once again by Kuma from North. But I think focus is now trying to get a tank out. This is what matters the most with endgame, because they cannot afford to lose any more hit points to reset B. And I mean, BPS is not trying to reset B as well, but they are now forced into 1v1 action. This is always a good thing for endgame. They are probably the most skilled clan here, so they can afford to go 1v1, and BPS would not want to be in this situation. With Toby killed, Venusaur killed, the F is also very, very low. Hit points are still in favor of BPS. They have done tremendously well on the other side. F is now killed by Carolade. The cap points are in favor of BPS, but the hit points is endgame able to make a comeback. Yeah, Evil Fantasy is still really healthy here. Great double tap right here by both Winchellate and Object 3. GQ getting shot at. Radicoso preparing for his clip reload. Winchellate in that Vickers Light traversing around this map with oh, he's killed by Playmaker. Great shot right here by him, and that will be very important. Endgame does not have any mobility right now. T125 has a little bit, but ooh, great shot into Akijiki. Radicoso needs to finish him off. That is going to be an important one. Oh, that's a bounce right here. That's not what Endgame wants to do. BPS just need to stay alive. They have 925 cap points right here. Radicoso will be finishing off Akijiki. Great shot right here. Carolate is now down. Great shot into Playmaker. Endgame, is there a chance? I don't think so. 980 cap points. Not killing one more tank. And that will mean BPS got the second one. 1-1 to both teams. And we're now on to a tiebreaker once again. And BPS would want to win this, prove us here to the 5 tanks No 4 tanks for each team doing more than 2k, but AGG kill 4,000 damage. I think BPS did a lot better on the A side this time, and that is the difference. I didn't catch that, however. I hope Fujit and Mnet caught that on their streams. That I think it's a good calculation by BPS because, you know, when you're not having any progress on the other side, why not try the other side and punish isolated tanks out? And that is what they did. We are on Desert Sands. Lots of held out tanks, and we'll be expecting a lot of action happening. Over to the desert side, we have Endgame, quadruple T125s by Carolate, Radicoso, Toby, and Object 3, double T22 by Last AFK and Winterlate, Hollow Purple in the Crown Bargain. BPS, quintuple T125s by Evil Fantasy, Ghosty, Playmaker, Vanusaur, and Nat GQ, double T22 by Kuma and DF. Ten seconds remaining, and this final match, not very important, but that would probably the first time BPS will be able to get the champion of one previous skill tournament. So I think BPS will want to get that. Endgame, I think they got at least 3, if I remember correctly. So if they got this one, they would get 4 first placing previous skill tournaments. That is quite an achievement, actually. Endgame's still looking very dominant on this server, and they are still hot favorites of winning the entire thing. The T22 going into city is going to get some spots. Spot up Kuma from north. He's going to spot up the T125s. Double T20s are spotted. This is going to descend into a brawl fest very, very soon. Hollow Purple is going into mid though. It's going to spot whoever's trying to get hold of this area, but BPS has another idea here. The T22 Last AFK doing a pseudo retreat, but that is not going to be the case. The T125's unspotted. It's now spotted by Kuma from north. Rotation is happening. BPS, they need to be to prepare for the onslaughts, but can't quite push over because you know, BPS are defending this. Kuma's taking more hits. Rage drop by Hollow Purple and shutting down Kuma from north here. Position wise, Endgame is on an advantage here, with Ghosty dropping the reactive armor. Now 4 vs 4 right here. It's going to be very interesting to see, but it's all down to focus fire right now. The focus will be on to Ghosty right now, but AGG kill is also pushing through. He's tracked, perma-tracked potentially, and you're seeing Pandemonium here. With Carolate the focus for BPS, he's the first tag down. Hit points are still in favor of Endgame, but more than 3k. With AGG also down, his turret blew up. And Mark Ghosty is going to go down to Winterlate, but Winterlate got heavily smacked. He couldn't quite kill off Ghosty right here. Last AFK ramming into Kuma from north. That is great. Oh, but Vanusaur blocking the F right there. But it wasn't that important because Endgame didn't put any shots into the F when that happened, but you're seeing a lot of very, very focused Endgame right here. Ghosty's now killed. The focus now on Playmaker. Focus fire, practice for Endgame at the moment. BPS very unlikely to make a comeback here. Playmaker's going to go down soon. He is killed. And Hollow Purple doing 1 vs 1 again is Evil Fantasy. Evil Fantasy has more hit points. But Hollow Purple can absolutely make use of his turret armor with Toby, Optics 3, and Radicoso looking to kill off Vanusaur, and Radicoso put a good shell into Vanusaur, leaving Evil Fantasy, the last man standing, great shot into Radicoso, but that's not going to be enough. Evil Fantasy is going to beat Toby and Optics 3 and Radicoso. This mean Endgame will be winning the 4th Pro Skill tournament, and huge congratulations to Endgame. And they are going to get more than 40,000 cops. So that was quite an achievement right here. Very great game. Especially Kramvag and Holo Purple down in the middle, shutting down Kuma from North. That kind of tilted BPS a little bit, and from thence, BPS just unable to make a response, and Endgame just commanding, dominating this game with immaculate focus fire and crush shots, and this is decisive win for Endgame. Great job, and it will be Endgame 2-1 against BPS, and that means Endgame will be finishing first. We'll see the number of cups. On the other hand, see the result of Loka versus Serenity. It's going to be Loka 2-0 against Serenity. That's an important result from Loka, and they will secure the 3rd place, but that won't overtake it. But they won't overtake BPS though. So final scoreboard, final cups leaderboard will be as follows. Okay, Endgame with 40,288 cups, Serenity 36,636 cups, BPS 34,965 cups, Loka 34,841 cups, BPS 33,648 cups, A1M1 33,458 cups, REK3M 33,172 cups, APA 33,084 cups. These are the 8 teams for the Professionals tournament. Challengers tournament, we have REK3M, IW, Vale, Raid, Sparta, Shadow, Kraken Esports, and Quick. Alright, I'm not sure if there will be a discussion later on, but this is it. This all Pro Skill tournaments done for the E server. Fujit and Fishy will be streaming the final Pro Skill tournament. It will be wrapped up on the NA server. Top 8 teams are decided, so it's all about training for that day, and also getting good seeding. Professional tournament will be seeing Endgame versus APA in the upper bracket first round. In the same group, we also have Serenity versus REK3M. Group 2, we have BPS versus A1M1, Loka versus another BPS team. Alright, so this is it. This has been me, Wild Was Helper. Thanks all for watching this stream. I will see you all in the Professionals tournament where everything would start to become exciting. Hopefully I will follow all Professionals tournament matches on all servers, and hopefully you'll be able to see all the games from start to finish. Until then, it's been a pleasure to be following this season, although there is a lot of real life restrictions, but I have to say well done to all the teams. All the teams have done really well this season, and I think the teams here can be very proud of what they have achieved this season. And for that, I would say goodbye to you all, and see you next week.